Hey guys, what's up? I'm Ryan here doing another video for you guys, and this time I figured, you know what, I'm going to do a commentary video. I don't do commentary videos that often. In fact, I think I've only done it for like one review of Canadia Reviewer, and that was like the first episode. But I decided, you know what, I'm going to try it again, especially with hit film now. So here we go. I know I'm talking over the intro. I'll talk about pretty much what's going on with the Canadia Reviewer intro. Sorry. But yeah, I'm just seeing how this works, and if people like it, well, then there we go. Alright, so the intro that you just saw was something that I was really interested in doing. I don't know. I believe I had a different intro going in, but actually I had a whole entire different review for this. Like, I completely filmed a different review. There's only like snippets in this actual review, like the finished version. I have like the first version of the Jetfire review and then the second, and I believe during the second version I filmed that intro with the Game Grumps audio. Which, by the way, when Jetfire actually picks up Sideswipe and he's actually holding him, he's actually holding him. Like, there's no box underneath it or anything like that. He's actually holding it. Some people asked me if I was going to use, like, when the Fall of Cybertron Shockwave came out, if I'm going to replace the Dark and Moon one. I decided not to, mostly because that one just didn't really fit into scale too well with some other figures, and I just got too attached with Dark and the Moon Shockwave. But then the Masterpiece one came out, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to use it for him. Don't know if Dark and the Moon Shockwave is going to make a comeback, but I just figured, you know what, I got this new Shockwave that's gorgeous, I might as well use that, so I decided to do that. So yeah, the reason why I decided to redo the whole review was I actually had something written down for the whole review, but I just figured, you know what, I'm going to do something different. I actually filmed this a long time ago. Like, I believe it was a couple of months ago. Not the first time, but the second time I filmed this was like a couple of months ago. And then, when I filmed the Leader Optimus review, I know I didn't film the Jetfire review right away, but it wasn't that far off. So, I filmed two different versions of this review, didn't upload it for a while. And the Optimus Prime review has been out since April, and that was the last Canadia Reviewer episode. That's the reason why you've been seeing a lot of just simple reviews that I've been doing, because I just never really got into doing more Canadia Reviewer. It was mostly due to the editing and because I have Windows Live Movie Maker. Even when I had hit film, I was thinking, do I really want to go through all this? Maybe it's going to be cringy and whatnot. But then I went through it, and it was actually pretty easy and pretty fast. I went through the whole review in about a day. So there's that. The intro, not the, like, sorry, the introduction before I actually take a look at the alt mode, in between my Canadia Reviewer intro, that was actually edited in Windows Live Movie Maker. Pretty much everything else that was filmed for the Jetfire review is from hit film. I can't think of anything that I actually filmed through Windows Live Movie Maker. I was actually going to take the original Jetfire reviews alt mode clip because I had already edited all that. So I was thinking, you know what, I might as well just use it. I decided, you know what, I'm going to completely scrap that and just go ahead and do this. So this is the second version. It's actually interesting because I did keep a lot of the notes. I still feel like the original one could have been funnier than this, but I figured, you know what, it's whatever. I know I'm talking over what's going on, but I just basically wanted to talk about the Revenge of the Fallen Jetfire review. We're already pretty much done with the alt mode. But yeah, there's that. It's just been so long since I've done a Canadia reviewer. I do plan to change the transition And I do plan to change the intro at some point in time now that I have hit film and I can do something with the Canadian Reviewer logo other than just fade in and fade out. And if you noticed in the transformation video, you can actually hear me transform the Jetfire toy. Now I couldn't do that in Windows Live Movie Maker because it just wipes out the audio for the video, but now I can, so that's pretty cool. And I can also change the speed, so if I want to add a little bit more to the music, or I want to slow down the transformation, I can do that. So that's pretty cool. Mr. Magoo, yeah. That's pretty much what he is. I noticed that I was talking about the legs so much, and he doesn't fall over too much, but he does have a lot of back kibble, so... so there's that. There's also a point, and I did mention this earlier in the review itself, the Gatling gun. It's not a Gatling gun. I don't know why I kept calling it a Gatling gun, but so often I called it a Gatling gun. Oh yeah, this point. Yeah, when I put the It's Alive part in it, I wasn't sure if I wanted to just take the audio, because I feel like if I just use the audio for that, people wouldn't get it, or people wouldn't hear it right away, because like, a lot of people have heard It's Alive. It's a common phrase, like, it's a common reference to Frankenstein. The problem is, I imagine that a lot of people just heard it from, like, movies and TV shows that is just referencing it. So, I don't know. Batuski, that was funny. I'm glad I actually did find that It's Alive clip. I'm actually pretty glad that I did. Okay, what else is there to talk about? There is another audio clip that's coming up, actually, from Jontron. I'm not sure if people are going to get it. I'm actually filming this before I got any comments over it. Which, by the way, you might have noticed that the gun is placed in the wrong spot on the arm. Sorry, I just love that quote. You might notice that the gun is placed on the wrong clip. And I kind of realized partway through the review, actually mainly editing the review, that is actually not a bad way to have the gun. And I started thinking, why do they even put that section, like they hollowed out the section with the pin to put the gun on the top of the arm? But if it's on the side, then what's the point? There's no point to having that. I didn't realize that till editing the review, that there's no point in having that clip. Don't know why I did this too. This was actually kind of a test, because I was thinking, oh god, I can finally do reverse and forward things and just have it on repeat. So I decided to have that. Anyone has my permission on making that into a GIF. God, Jetfire has demonic eyes, by the way. Oh yeah, Lieutenant Colonel Brawley was actually one of the first jokes that was made for the review. In the first time of filming this, that was actually one of the first jokes, but then I completely forgot, and that was actually edited in later on. This, with Soundwave and Jetfire, I believe is the only clip in the entire review that was from the first time filming this. That was the only thing I saved from it. I still have the clips for it, so I don't know if I'm going to make like a what could have been video or something like that, like an alternate review for Jetfire, but right now I just don't feel like doing that because I already have the Jetfire review out. If enough people ask, I guess I can, but I don't see the point. It's a waste of time. I might as well move on from it, so whatever. This thing with the hand, I just figured why not. It's goofy enough, but it's like, it's also sentiment or something, I don't know. Just as a joke, you know? It's a goof, but I love the lead up to the combination for Classics Jetfire and Classics Optimus Prime. Well, actually the Generations one. But, I believe this was actually one of the first things I made in hit film, because with the rotation and the zoom in, I couldn't get it exactly right. That's why the rotation kind of stopped, and then I just zoom in, because it didn't focus too much on the face of Optimus Prime that I was trying to get at. So, I noticed that I say overall twice in the sentence, and it doesn't really sound right. And I also didn't point out that you can rotate the guns forward. I should have done that. I don't know why. I know that I could have filmed, like, some stuff afterwards, but the problem with that is it just looked kind of off from everything. Like, even the clips that I filmed just after filming this just looked off. So I didn't really want the background to have a different look. They were only minor things, you know, they didn't really stop me from my overall opinion. I don't know why that clip never can lock into Optimus Prime. I also realized that, my god, there's a lot of Optimus Primes that Jetfire can combine to, but not a lot of Jetfires that Optimus Prime can combine to out there. That's these molds, because Hasbro keeps making the Optimus Prime. I know there's like alternative versions of having this Jetwing mode. I just didn't show it. I don't know. I'm reviewing the official version first off, and second, just didn't really feel like it. I actually, looking back at it, I remember like, oh, I really want to change up this mode because it just didn't look good. Then I look back at it and I'm like, I like it for whatever reason. I guess I'm just used to it, or I got a clearer understanding of what they're going for. Because, like, both Optimus Prime and Jetfire has a lot going on for them. That it's just really hard for them to make a combination mode. I mean, this is the worst mode out of all of them, but you can still use it. There was something else that I wanted to mention about the Jetfire review, but I can't remember. Oh, the axe. That's what it was. So, I had that axe idea for the longest time. You can just open up the flaps and just peg, like, one side to the cane, but then it's just, it barely holds. I'm actually glad that I figured it out. I'm not sure if anyone else has figured that out, but I never saw a review or anything like that that showed that off. I was just thinking, like, there's an opportunity to do an axe mode. He's got his cane, he can hold it, and then this backpack piece, it can be used for something. And so I decided, you know what, I'm going to add it as an axe. So there's that. I don't know why the brightness and contrast changed on that last scene. It was pretty weird. Also, this is going to be kind of embarrassing, but I noticed that there's a lot of spit in my mouth on this. I don't know what happened, like, just as I uploaded the video, like, I know I mentioned that the video's not been uploaded. It has been uploaded, it's just not scheduled yet, as of the time of this filming, but I've noticed that there's a lot of spit in my mouth. That just happens, you know. I didn't even notice it till afterwards, so it's like, what am I going to do about it? In between filming these, I actually got a haircut, so that's why I was talking about that. But it's actually funny because this was a couple months ago, and now that's not relevant, so it's just funny. I'm not even wearing the same shirt. That's funny. Oh no, Jetfire! No! I mean, Jetfire's dead in the movie, so there's that. I guess that's pretty much it to talk over the review. If you guys want to check out the actual review, I do have a link down below. Oh yeah, this. With the music going on and the credits, I wanted to get like a Seinfeld theme to it, but I couldn't find the Seinfeld theme or couldn't find the Seinfeld theme. I didn't want to use it. But I wanted to use something like an old show, and I just couldn't find anything on YouTube Audio Library. That was pretty much all I could find. So that is pretty much it. Enjoy the blooper at the end, where I kind of screw up. And then It's a Lie with the cakes flying around that you guys might miss. And that's my commentary. Let me know if you guys want to see more commentaries. Actually, he sounds like this. Or he doesn't, apparently.